As a judge, what's one of the craziest things that you've ever heard somebody say in the courtroom that you can remember?
I had a criminal case, and it involved a gentleman who took a fire extinguisher off the wall of the location where this break-in occurred, and he had a stand down with the police officer from the Wild Wild West, and he wanted them to back up, and then they faced each other, the officer with his gun and the man with the fire extinguisher. And just the visual of that had everybody, including me, cracking up laughing. Probably shouldn't have laughed, but it was funny.
Right. What is to you the best thing about being a judge?
I just like that I get to impact so many people's lives and help them solve a problem. And, I use my own intuition, of course a lot of prayer because I'm a spiritual person, that I will be divinely directed to make the right decision. And the decisions are hard that I have to make here in Superior Court. We're talking about in criminal cases whether someone's going to be sentenced to life, in some cases death. In domestic cases, I've got to rule for one side or the other, and sometimes it means I've got to take someone's kids. Sometimes it means I have to decide between bad and worse. But it's a decision that I took an oath to make, and I make it. And sometimes they're tough decisions, quite frankly. And I've got to be able to sleep at night and get up the next day and do it all over again.
Now, last question. I know you're good friends with Fred Hicks. So off the record, are you planning to run for anything else?
I am happy with where I am right now. I'm honored that our last governor interviewed me for a position on the Georgia Supreme Court. I went through the process and made the short list. And so I just feel honored that my colleagues and friends thought well enough of me that I could do that job. But I like being in the trenches here in the trial court. I like how I get to make decisions on the fly and impact people's lives. And quite frankly, I find trial work to be very interesting. So right now I'm happy with where I am. I was able to start our county's first felony mental health court, and that's going really well and helps a lot of people. And then I started a program when I got here called Project Pinnacle to help redirect first-time nonviolent offenders, and we are now in our 9th cycle of participants. None have come back with new arrests or convictions, and so that work is really impactful. They're with me for a year, and I just think this is the place that God wants me to be right now.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And actually, when we go to our criminal issue, I'm going to make sure I follow up with you.
Yeah, come back, because that's important,
that
criminal justice stuff. Yeah, the NFL has partnered with us now. I mean, like, everybody is picking us up. Portia had us for our graduation. The Hawks had us. Now they're like, are you coming back? And then Portia said, no, we're going to do it. So it's like, you can do it so inexpensively and do it well. And now everybody is coming.
Oh, wow.
So it's just like, myself and David Windisher, who is a defense attorney. You definitely want to talk to him. He is a former Latin Kings gang member, now turned criminal defense attorney. He works with 2 pretty prominent defense attorneys here in Atlanta, Manny Aurora and Michael LaScala. They represent like a lot of Falcons players too. But his whole story, he was on Dateline last week. The cameras were here in our courtroom. We meet every 3rd Friday. So when you do want to come back, if you want to come back when we have Project Pinnacle here in session, it would be great.
Okay. Definitely.
And I'll have my interns send you like the deck about what it is.
Okay, please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
So we love that work. That's like, that and adoptions.